Intriguing things you never knew about Iran and Iranians. Hello everyone. As more travelers venture into this previously uncharted territory, they are witnessing an exciting reality contradictory to decades of bad press. Social media has particularly helped shed light on the truth about Iran, its people, and its culture, but here are 10 things you may not know. Before starting, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get our new videos. Iran is ethnically diverse. While the majority of people are Persian, and Persian is the official language, there are numerous other ethnicities, including Azeri Turk, Mazandarani, Gilaki, Telish, Kurd, Lur, Baloch, Turkmen, Arab, Afro-Iranian, Armenian, and even nomadic tribes, such as the Bakhtiari and Kashkai. With each region having its own language and traditions, it's easy for Iranians to experience culture shock without ever leaving their country. Ancient Persians were Zoroastrian, not Muslim, until the Islamic conquest of Persia in the 7th century, that is. It is for this reason that the majority of Iranian traditions celebrated today, such as Nowruz and Yalda Night, have their roots in Zoroastrianism. A minority of Zoroastrians still live in Iran today. It's not all desert. From mountains and dormant volcanoes to plains and valleys, deserts and forests to seas, islands, and hot springs, Iran has a varied geography to say the least. With 4 seasons occurring at any given time, it's not an exaggeration to say that you can go skiing in Tehran and then hop on a flight to hot and humid Shabar and go swimming in the Gulf. While central Iran is mostly desert, quite distinct landscapes exist in the surrounding provinces. The hottest recorded spot on Earth was in Iran, reaching an unfathomable 159.3 degrees Fahrenheit, 70.7 degrees Celsius. The Lut Desert has been the hottest place on Earth for 5 of 7 years studied by scientists. In 2016, this desert was inscribed with UNESCO as Iran's first natural World Heritage Site. Women outnumber men in university. Often mistaken for second-class citizens, Iranian women are actually quite powerful. They drive, vote, hold high-ranking government positions, and outnumber men in universities, a trend which began in 2001. 60% of university students are female, and 70% of students in the fields of science and engineering are women. It's an ancient civilization that's young at heart. Iran stems from one of the oldest civilizations dating back to 7000 BC. Today, it has one of the youngest populations, with 60% of the 80 million people under the age of 30. A leader of exports. Iran is one of the leading exporters of oil and natural gas, saffron, pistachios, caviar, and rugs. With more per ounce than gold, the best Iranian saffron, known as red gold, is grown in the Khorasan province. Whether fresh or dried, Iranians love their pistachios, and the city of Rafsanjan in the Kerman province is the center of cultivation. Caviar, Iran's other black gold, comes from the sturgeon of the Caspian Sea. Rugs are often woven with intentional imperfections to show that only God can create perfection, and this art from the Fars province has been registered as a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. Poetry and Proverbs rule. Iranians mean serious business when it comes to poetry, and you'd be hard-pressed to find one who can't recite at least a few couplets by heart. How many other countries list their numerous poets' mausoleums as among the must-see sites? People pay their respects to these greats as if visiting a member of the family. Proverbs are also tossed around in everyday conversation, as Iranians often solve their problems by uttering a proverb or a line of poetry. Iranians are a superstitious bunch. Iranians have a lot of phrases and traditions to avoid being jinxed. Evil eyes are hung in the house, in cars, or worn as jewelry, and espand, wild rue seeds, which are also said to have purification properties, are often burned to protect loved ones from being jinxed. Ferdowsi is credited with preserving the Persian language. Arguably the most important work of Iranian literature, Ferdowsi's epic poem Shahnameh, Book of Kings, was written without a single word of Arabic. He is therefore credited with saving the Persian language from becoming Arabic after the Islamic conquest.